Good. So a formal welcome to the Parkinson's Foundation's Mindfulness Monday. My name is Crista Ellis. For those of you who are just joining us today, or it's been a while, nice to see you all. Very, very warm welcome to you guys on this pretty cold day here in Florida. Just a few notes for those of you who are just joining us. Everyone will be muted for the duration of our session today. Feel free to ask questions, make comments in the chat function. We're a chatty group, so feel free to write in that chat. I do encourage you join us by phone or video. Joining us by video. I love to see you guys in action, in stillness, in meditation. It does inspire kind of how I guide you through our meditation. Our next live session will be next Monday with Dr. Taylor Rush from the Cleveland Clinic. So make sure you tune in next Monday. And then we'll follow up on November 15th with me, and we'll do a session on gratitude. Just seems a little appropriate given the Thanksgiving holiday we have coming around the corner. And tune into our other PD Health at Home events, Wellness Wednesday and Fitness Fridays. This Wellness Wednesday, we have mental health for Parkinson's care partners. So if you're a care partner of someone with Parkinson's disease, please do tune into this Wednesday's program for mental health for our care partners who are living with people or caring for someone with Parkinson's disease. And if you are new to the Parkinson's Foundation, just before we get started in our formal practice, I want to be sure to share the mission of the Parkinson's Foundation. Every day and in everything we do, the Parkinson's Foundation staff and volunteers are working to make life better for people with Parkinson's disease. To achieve our mission, we pursue three goals. We improve care for everyone with Parkinson's disease. We advance research toward a cure, and then we empower and educate our global community. And you guys are helping us pursue our mission by joining our Mindful Parkinson's community today. So thank you all for being here. Now that we've gotten through that, if you guys have any questions or want to connect with the Parkinson's Foundation on another level through another initiative or anything that you might be embracing with your journey through Parkinson's or your loved one's journey through Parkinson's, please don't hesitate to reach out to our helpline, or you can email Jennifer and I at florida@parkinson.org. So today we're going to talk about relieving stress. And we've been harping on stress quite a bit in our past few sessions. And I've done that for a number of reasons. One, because you guys have asked for it through our survey. Two, because the holidays are around the corner and we tend to feel quite stressful or overwhelmed when those holidays come up. But also there's a reason why you guys are here. There's a reason why you've chosen to participate in a mindfulness meditation practice. And for many of us, it's because we're looking for outlets to relieve stress, to let go of something that's feeling heavy in our bodies and our minds and on our hearts. And a lot of that comes from our stress response. So we're going to learn about the stress response, and we're going to practice a technique to induce our relaxation response. So what is the stress response? Excuse me. The term fight or flight, right? We've heard this many, many times in our life. It's what the body does to prepare itself to confront or avoid danger, injury, anything unwanted or concerning. We choose to fight it or we choose to flee from it. When we use our stress response productively, it can actually help us rise to face many challenges. So sometimes the stress response is a healthy response to have, like deciding whether or not to embrace our life with Parkinson's disease, deciding to take that new job, or deciding to start a new relationship, change things in your life that could improve your quality of life. Trouble starts when our stress response is constantly provoked by those less momentous day-to-day events, such as concerns about money, concerns about medication, okay, traffic jams, running late, worries about your job, worries about your loved one, health concerns, so our Parkinson's disease, or those who are caring for Parkinson's, Oftentimes, our care partners put their health concerns to the side to address their partners or their loved one with Parkinson's before their own. And of course, conflicts in our relationships. Health problems, as I'm sure we all know, are one result from stress. So a prime example is high blood pressure. America, and I'd say the world, is just ridden with high blood pressure, right? Or more specific for Parkinson's, maybe a significant tremor starts to come up or an episode of freezing. So stress can trigger these health problems in our bodies. The stress response also suppresses the immune system, making us more susceptible to colds and other illnesses. So we want to make sure that we can lower that unhealthy stress response, especially during this very strange time of COVID-19. Closer to Parkinson's disease, the buildup of stress can contribute to anxiety and depression, and that is relatable to our care partners as well. Excuse me. So we know we can't avoid all sources of stress in our lives, right? In fact, we wouldn't want to. Stress can be very invigorating and inspiring and motivating. But we can develop healthier ways of responding to stress in our day-to-day lives. So even the day-to-day, but also those really life-changing moments. So for me, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my background's different. It's because I moved this past week. So I'm in a new area, I'm in a new house, I'm with new people, I'm in a new community. And it was very stressful, very stressful. But I reminded myself of some tools that I've been offering you guys over the months of how I can start to regulate that stress, my response to this very momentous, life-changing moment. So there are ways to produce that relaxation response. And we'll practice a technique today, focusing on our breath and using breathing techniques called Pranayama. This can help us stimulate our relaxation response. And I just saw everyone take a deep breath. That was beautiful. So let's talk a little bit about breathing. Before I was trained in yoga or meditation, I didn't really know how to breathe, right? It's kind of an automatic response. We don't really think about it. But when you really learn, okay, when you learn how to breathe, it can give us this really beautiful sensation of feeling grounded, centered, a little more clear-headed. You can calm your responses, physical responses in the body. So sweaty palms might go away, that tremor might subside. And if you're in a freezing episode, you might be able to pick up your feet by using a relaxation technique, just like breathing. So there's different ways to use a deep breath. Deep breathing also goes by the names of diaphragmatic breathing, abdominal breathing. I like to call it belly breathing, or paced respiration, as some of the more medical folks might call it. When you breathe deeply, the air coming in through your nose fully fills your lungs and the lower belly rises. So for many of us, deep breathing can seem unnatural. There are several reasons why for this. For one, body image. Body image has a negative impact on how we breathe, our respiration in our cultures. A flat stomach, right, is considered attractive. So women and men tend to hold in their stomach muscles. They suck it in, right? We've talked about this, holding it all in. And I've told you guys before, let the belly relax. Let the belly be big. So I can feel my belly sitting on top of my thighs. When you hold the belly in, hold the muscles in, it interferes with deep breathing and it gradually makes shallow chest breathing. So we're just breathing in the tops of the lungs, right in the top of the chest, versus fulfilling the full capacity of your lungs. And when you have this shallow chest breathing, it can actually increase tension and anxiety, which leads to a higher stress response. Shallow breathing also limits the diaphragm's range of motion, and the lowest part of the lungs doesn't get a full share of oxygenated air. So imagine that you're not getting all the oxygen that your body can hold. And then think of all those breaths that you've taken that has not reached its full capacity. How much more easier the blood, the energy, the fluids, the food, everything in your body could move around and perform with that much more oxygen, helping us push it through. So deep abdominal breathing encourages full oxygen exchange. That is the beneficial trait of incoming oxygen, right? And then the outgo of carbon dioxide. Of course, this deep breathing can slow the heartbeat and lower or stabilize our blood pressure and help us feel, again, a little bit more grounded. So let's give it a try. You ready to try some deep breathing? Good. So find a way to get comfortable. For some of us, I like to sit on the ground. For the purposes of this presentation, we're going to sit wherever you are. Sit where you are, right as you are. Find a way to get comfortable. You need to lean back. You need to move your hair, fix your clothes, whatever you need to do. Move what you need to move. And close your eyes when you feel ready. I'm just going to give it a few moments to settle into this space. Lots of information just shared with you. And start to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You could do that at your own pace. Few more breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth at your own breath's pace. Notice if you're holding the muscles of your stomach in, and see if you can let that belly start to inflate with each inhale. And feeling yourself start to stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system, our response, reaction to relaxation through breathing. And breathing in through the nose. And as you exhale through the mouth, make it a little longer than your exhalation. And watching is just putting your attention to your breathing, calming down. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling the belly rise and fall. And if your mind says that you're doing it wrong, just know that there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just breathe. It doesn't have to be labored. Just noticing the inhale and the exhale. And for the next few moments, I'm going to ask you to exercise the muscle of your brain, using the guidance of your own inner voice to refocus your attention to your breath. We'll meditate in silence for a few minutes together, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing that wandering thought, see if you can catch it. And then coming back to your breath, breathing in through the nose and making the exhale a little bit longer. And take 5 more deep, mindful belly breaths. And the stomach inflates as you inhale. Deep breath in. Open the mouth and let it go with a sigh. Bring a smile across your face. Start to wiggle the feet, the toes, the ankles, the fingers, wrists. You can rock the head from side to side, roll the shoulders. And when you feel okay, you can open the eyes. And just look around and see your surroundings. Maybe notice something new. I hope each of you had an experience in trying a breathing technique. We've done some breathing exercises before, but we really wanted to focus today on the breath because it is accessible to each of us. So if one of the other techniques that we've tried just didn't fit you well, we continue to tap into this tool that we have every day, all the time. Simple, deep breath. I hope by also sharing a little bit about breathing, noticing whether your breath is shallow in the chest, if you can really pull the breath all the way down into the belly, filling up the capacity of the lungs, that will make the difference in how you can have access to this type of technique. Yes, I got a message. What kind of dog? So sorry. Of course, my Amazon package decided to deliver when we're getting ready to meditate. She's a Doberman Lab. Very sweet girl. Leela, you want to say hi? No? Okay. Let's see, what other questions did I get? Linda, a question about autonomic neuropathy. I am not a medical personnel professional. If we do have a doctor present, I'd like to answer Linda's question. She asks, if you have autonomic neuropathy, do you have less control of breathing? So I'm sorry, I can't answer that for you. Yeah, breathing is very difficult to do for many of us living with Parkinson's disease, just concentrating on it even. But I think the exercise is just that, trying, right? We call it a practice in meditation and yoga because there is no ultimate goal of achieving it. It's always a practice. We always have to practice. Joan, yeah, focusing on breath and deep breathing makes me yawn. And that's because your diaphragm is being fully extended. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but when you do yawn, it's because you have a lack of oxygen in your diaphragm. So when you start to really activate your diaphragm, it can stimulate a yawn. Meryl, I fell asleep. That's okay. It just means you needed the sleep. And it means it really worked to relax you. Thank you, Doug. Doug shares, my head is clear. Great stress relief, yes, Denise. Is the difference here from meditation breathing? So we were doing a meditative, mindful breathing. So when you really pull your full attention and awareness to any activity, it is considered meditation. Something that you're fully focused and enthralled in is a form of meditation. So a friend of mine, he collects stamps. And when he's going through his stamps and organizing them, he can't see anything else. He can't hear anything else. He's so focused on this activity that it is meditative for him. So if you guys have an activity like that, consider it meditation. Yes. Joseph, thank you for sharing that and for validating Linda's response for the breathing. It's hard to focus sometimes for some of us living with PD on breathing. with Parkinson's symptoms, but I would encourage you to continue trying because that is just the practice. What do we do now? So Joseph, it's up to you. Every day you can practice this breathing technique whenever you feel the need to. Sometimes when we're stressed, not feeling well, unmotivated, apathetic, don't want to exercise, you don't know what to do, taking 5 minutes, even 1 minute just to breathe can offer us some clarity of mind on what the next step is. So Joseph, what to do now? Join us next Monday for more. We've got 3 minutes left of our time together. If anyone has any other questions or comments, feel free to write it in the chat.